There are strange marks on the figure's pedestal. Looks like the figure may have been turned. I've got to try and turn it back to its original position.
Nope. Almost.
Excellent, the path is clear.
Read the book. For knowledge is power.
This must be the secret book. Oh, it's been written by hand and there are several pictures. There are a few words written in orange ink.
I like
That
pictures.
doesn't exist, does it? The artifact of divine fate. This is serious. I should get this book to the Archmage as quick as I can. As long as I don't bump into the sorcerer or his troll, I should manage to make Seastone by midday tomorrow. Shouldn't be a problem. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Indiana Jones time. Run away!
Ah!
Migraines. There's a ring. There's a bunny rabbit. He's eating a hero sandwich. Oh, nice of you to drop in.
Why are you staring like that? Never seen a town guard before?
No. You're a human, aren't you?
Me? Yes, you could say that. Never been anything else.
Wow.
My name is Bartholomew Anton Shieldhand, Royal Town Guard of Seastone. And who are you?
Weathervane. Wilbur Weathervane, from the White Ridge Mountains on a secret mission.
Weathervane? Okay then.
Where am I?
This lovely seaside resort, residence of the Archmage and home of the sea shanty singers, is Seastone.
Seastone? Then I made it!
Absolutely, I'd say. And here's me thinking that the orcs were firing grunts at our walls again.
I have to see the Archmage. It's urgent.
Then I wish you the best of luck. The guard at the upper gate follows very strict procedures. He won't let you through to the Archmage that easily.
What do you mean by upper town?
Well, the town's divided into the upper town and the lower town. The Archmage's tower is, of course, in the upper town.
And what's in the lower town?
Taverns, shops, the common people's dwellings. Well, at least they used to live there. Not anymore.
Where are the town's inhabitants?
Gone. Lots of them died when the town was besieged, and most of the survivors then went off with Gustav the Handsome to take revenge. That was rather less than successful.
And how many people are still living here?
Not so many anymore. If the Archmage hadn't had his tower here, the town would have probably been abandoned.
Sounds pretty sad.
But things will get better. Wait until we win the war, and everyone comes back. Well, those that are still alive.
Is the Archmage even in his tower at the moment?
I'm not allowed to give out any information on that subject. Those are the regulations.
Can you tell me anything about the Archmage? Do you know him personally?
Of course I know him. The Seastone Town Guard is also responsible for protecting the Archmage.
Why does he need protection if he's as powerful as everyone says?
Well, he's not exactly the greatest of warriors.
No?
No. He's more strange. He thinks about stuff, you know.
Strange. Why does he do that?
Who knows, who knows.
But if almost no one lives here, who are you guarding?
Oh, I'm not guarding the inhabitants, I'm guarding the town. I'm guarding it like my father did before me and his father before him. But not his father, he was a blacksmith. But his brother-in-law was a town guard, and his father was a baker.
Interesting. I have to go. I'll get in to see the Archmage one way or another.
Well, I never. I have to get back to my post too. My break's over. So, Wilbur Weathervane from the White Ridge Mountains, best of luck on your adventure. No doubt we'll bump into each other again.
Thanks, Mr. Shieldhand. See you later. Swamp of Death. I don't think so. Doesn't sound particularly healthy to me. It says The Meadows. No idea what that's supposed to be. There's a small stone beside the large one. It's half buried in the ground. Ugh! I've discovered the secret world of beetles, bugs, and fleas and spiders. The beetles don't seem to like the bright light as they're scurrying into the shadows. Not that quick about it, though. I could certainly catch a few, but where would I store them? I think that's the town's coat of arms, but it's pretty faded and dirty. You can't really see anything. Oh, a fluffy, wuffy little bunny rabbit. All white and soft and gentle and sweet. And I just want to cuddle it and... Oh, I'm an adventurer now. I must act like one. It's a rabbit. A white one. Here, rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Not a chance. It won't let itself be caught that easily. And besides, I wouldn't know what to do with the rabbit anyway. I mean, except just love it to bits. A small tree. It survived the bloody battles and the decline of the town without a scratch. A sign of hope. There have been some heavy battles fought around Seastone in the last few years. It looks like the town definitely sustained some damage. I don't think anyone in my family has ever set foot in a human town before, not even Grandad. A pretty shabby stall. Doesn't look like anything's been sold here recently.
Wizard.
There are two signs on the door. One says Master Marcus's Magic Mage School. The other says back soon. Both signs are covered in cobwebs. They must have been hanging there for days or even weeks. Some boxes and cartons, they're all empty. What kind of name is that?
What he said.
I've never been to a tavern with a more ridiculous name. Well, then again, I've never actually been to a human tavern before. A very dirty drain. The sewer should be down there somewhere. The cart is pretty overgrown. It obviously hasn't been moved in months. You hear a lot of bad things about rundown taverns. On the other hand, they're often the starting point of many a fantastic adventure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't had enough of those yet.
Have you got Form 12B for me?
Oh, the blue one.
No, it's just a green one. Hurry up. The post office is about to close for lunch.
You're going to the post office? Oh, I'll come with you. I need a delivery note and I want to send off a registered letter.
What are you doing?
What do you think?
You can see what we're doing.
We're playing.
Oh, damn, I've forgotten my ID card.
You can have a copy of your passport certified by a solicitor. Hang on, I'll mark the solicitor for you on the map.
What are you playing?
The only true kind of game. A role-playing game.
And what is this role-playing game all about?
It's set in a fantasy world.
Totally without dragons, orcs, and magic.
But instead... Oh! Here, come over here. I found the tax inspector.
Wait for me, I'll be there in a sec.
Once I've got this stamp, I can finally conclude the fiscal year.
You know what that means?
Tax office!
Might I ask you who you both are?
Of course. I'm Jack Smith, level 42 consultant at a medium-sized cooperative bank. But I want to retrain as a tax consultant with specialization in tax-effective investments. They have really fabulous skill trees.
And I'm Mary Ellen Skittles, level 40, local government officer. My bicycle's got a 3-speed gear.
I've not the slightest idea what those two are talking about. Maybe it's a role-player thing. And you really enjoy playing the game?
Of course!
Certainly. You can escape the tedium of reality with all its magic and monsters. And you meet new people. It's not only us who play this game.
It's played all over the world.
There are 6 people currently online. Well, 4 if you don't include us.
But one's just gone off to the toilet.
Uh-huh.
And when is the game over? When have you won?
Won. There is no winner. Just like in real life.
The game has no end. You just keep on playing and... Oh! A traffic warden's wanting to write me a ticket.
Leave her. That's a hard quest series. You can try to lodge a written appeal and then you have to...
So the game never ends? Great. I meant, who are you two in real life?
Oh, right.
IRL.
I used to be a successful merchant. I had a shop here in town and lots of market stalls. Now all I own is that knackered old stall outside the door there. No customers, no business.
Then maybe I could buy something from you.
Yeah, great. Why, whatever.
And who are you?
I'm Master Marcus, the local mage teacher.
You're the mage teacher. Could you maybe...
Shh, the game's started.
And this device, what does it do?
What indeed? We type in our input and the machine shows us what everyone else is doing.
It saves our equipment and controls the characters that aren't being controlled by other players.
And how does it work?
No idea. That thing is linked to a server somehow and that takes care of running it.
Then best of luck in wherever. You know, that's about the silliest game I've ever heard of. Why would anyone flee from their own world into a fantasy world in order to complete meaningless tasks? A wooden box full of tools, including, amongst other things, a saw.
Saw.
Of course, the saw doesn't meet the gnome tool safety regulations and it's a tad rusty. Still, I think it's usable. Mum bottles apple sauce in jars like that back home. Ours are smaller though.
You never know. I might need a jar.
The shelves are full of dusty bottles and tankards. Some are still half full. Perhaps the owners had to leave town in a hurry. From butterbeer to pumpkin juice to fire whiskey. It's all here, but I don't need any of that. Splendid two-pointer. These two use the same machine to play their strange role-playing game. My family would just love this. A door bearing a sign that says server's room, no entry. It says no entry. Now, just because I'm in a big town doesn't mean I'm going to turn into a criminal.
Halt! Access only for authorised persons.
Shield Hand, are you the guard of the upper gate?
Dead right. And you don't have access to the upper town.
As I already mentioned to you at the outer gate, I must speak to the Archmage. It's urgent.
And as I've already mentioned to you, the guard at the upper gate follows very strict procedures.
But why didn't you say you were the guard?
Well, I wasn't on duty, and you shouldn't mix business with pleasure. Anyway, it's much funnier this way.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. There has to be a way to get to see the Archmage. What would I have to do?
Only people with personal invitations from the Archmage himself are allowed in. Do you have an invitation?
Of
Yes.
course.
And? Where is it?
My dog ate it.
I've no time for this. So, where's the invitation?
It's an invisible invitation.
An invisible invitation? Really?
Yes, from the, Unseen University.
Never heard of it. So, where's the invitation?
You don't need to see my invitation.
I certainly do.
You don't need to see my invitation.
You really believe that'll work?
It was worth a try, wasn't it?
Not really. So, where's the invitation?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, there you go. Without an invitation, there's no way you'll ever be admitted to see the Archmage. But you could be admitted, of course. If you were a mage yourself.
Mages are allowed to speak with the Archmage.
Naturally. He's the head of the order, after all. You know any mages by any chance?
Well, I'd like to be one myself.
And I'd like to be a dewdrop on a wood elf's butt cheek.
Really? Why?
Well, Look, only mages or people with invitations can get into the tower.
So I'd be able to see the Archmage if I was accompanied by a mage?
No, the mage would be allowed up, not you. But you could say, give a message to the mage.
But I must speak to the Archmage himself, and I have to give him something.
Well then, you must be a mage yourself.
How do you know whether someone is a mage or not? Their magical aura? Or by the charisma and wisdom they radiate?
By their mage diploma.
Diploma.
Huh?
Every trained mage has a mage diploma. They can show it to me here, and then I let them into the upper town.
So that means if I show you a mage diploma, I can see the Archmage?
Well, show me an honestly acquired mage's diploma made out in your name, and I'll take you to the Archmage myself.
If there's no other way, then I'll just end up being the first magician in the Weathervane family.
Good luck. You'll find the mage teacher in the tavern. Just see what he thinks of the idea.
How can I become an accredited mage then?
You? Not at all.
And how do others do it?
Well, there are mage schools. There's one just down the street, Master Marcus's magical mage school. But Master Marcus shut up shop weeks ago. Now he spends the whole day sitting in the tavern playing some kind of role-play game.
I'm going to get my mage diploma. Just you wait and see.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh man, there's no way I can do a full course of mage training just to get into the Archmage's tower. Maybe the mage teacher will lend me a diploma, and once I've given up the ring, well, maybe I could really take a stab at it. A basket. It belongs to Mr. Shieldhand. It contains the rest of his giant sandwich.
So, back to the tavern.
Excuse me. Master Marcus, I need,
Shh, I'm playing.
Yes, but I urgently need,
Later!
But without a mage diploma, I can't...
Listen, I really haven't got time right now. My character's tax return is due. I've been playing towards it for days.
Not a prayer. I'm not going to get a blessed thing from Master Marcus as long as that game is running.
Oh.
No choice. What
The monkey.
A hairy demon.
Wasn't he in the
he's
coffee
operating
pot?
a machine. It says online, whatever that means. The chair looks just like the chair the demon is sitting on. I guess it's a replacement chair. A small black container. It could be an inkwell. The demon might notice if I were to take his inkwell and exact a terrible revenge. For save games. Sorry, couldn't resist. The safe is locked, and there's no way I can crack it either. There are a lot of index cards in the filing cabinet. Each card bears a small table and a picture. The cards are sorted alphabetically. Let's see. Rare watering can, volume 5 litres. Used for geraniums, increases potted plant lifespan by 2. Epic folder, offers room for up to 16 forms. Slip-resistant suspenders, prevents sock slippage. These index cards seem to contain descriptions of all the items in the game. Now, let's see if we can annoy the demon.
Annoy the demon.
Whoa, that demon's fast. He must have amazing intellectual powers.
Forgot.
The waste bin is right under the slot in the machine. Strange. That service chair is a pretty rickety piece of woodwork.
Well, we talk to him.